Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling God Smith. Like I said, before I even get into the video, I am gonna make a thank you video once we hit the once I hit 7,000 views. Thank you guys for, like I said, thank you guys so much for all the support. I know you guys are loving the videos that I'm producing, so I'm gonna get right into it because um, Full Gear was great. It was really great. I'm glad that a lot of stories have been advanced. Some of them are getting so much better, and I'm gonna take a page out of Cody Rhodes' words. It's like that boy. What we saw last year was year one. This year is like year two. This is like, I'm telling you, it was fantastic. Like even the first match we had, which was Kenny and Hangman, it was fantastic. The crowd was into it. Kenny was in his zone. Hangman was in his zone because it was a lot. It was really the first part. It was really just doing a lot of rest holds, like a lot of rest grapples, a lot of just feeling. It was a really good feeling out process. It was basically a lot of a lot of chops, a lot of like doing like high risk move, like pretty much Kenny Omega. And we got to see Don Callis. We got to see an Impact guy, which I like Don Callis because his information is pretty really really. I think he should be part of I think he really should be part of. I think he should be part of Impact, the fourth guy, because I think it would benefit them a lot because they talk, and it's not like WWE where they're trying to upstage each other. It's a different feeling, and I like that he was saying that Kenny Omega, since he knew him since he was 10 years old, he's been a part of the family. And this is the thing with Kenny Omega that I like is that like his level, like he found himself again. I think him being the cleaner, wanting to be the champion again, wanting to be a singles competitor again, is something he's been wanting. And it was great. Like Hangman was in it. Like Hangman was in it. He wasn't drinking. He wasn't even drinking. He didn't even drink. He was hurt, but he didn't drink. So I'm thinking, I don't think he's gonna quit. I think he's gonna stick with AEW. I think he's gonna try to put. Kenny's gonna win that belt and start defending it even more because he wants to win. But the thing what was so great about it was like the matches were great because there was a lot. Like Kenny basically was doing like a lot. He did a lot. He did a lot. He did scoop slams. He got a one count. And then what the thing was, like Kenny tried to end it early, did a V trigger early, and then Hangman moves out the way. Kenny moves out the way to the buckshot. And the thing is, they're fighting on the outside. They're throwing each other into the barricade, and Kenny does a moonsault off the barricade, and lands on his feet. Gets back in the ring, puts Kenny back in the ring, and basically he tried to do it. He tried to do it again. I think he tweaked his knee a bit, but he was in it, and Hangman was like doing a lot of power stuff because he was doing like literally he did the sickest, like he literally did the sickest, like the sickest pile driver on the stage. And I really thought he was going to try to do the running, like trying to do like a running buckshot or a like a butt or the because like the buckshot he did, the dead eye he did, that was pretty sick because he did the dead eye and then he did a power bomb onto the stage. And to power bomb Kenny Omega on the stage was crazy. It was great because it wasn't extreme, but it was like everything that Hangman tried to do, because he tried to do a lariat, he ducks it. And then Kenny tried to do he did the he did the V trigger, like three V triggers, and then tried to do basically tried to do the one wing angel. And then Hangman basically, he tried to counter it, like he's moving his head away, trying to get out of the V trick, out of the one wing angel, and he got him. He got the 1 2 3. And the thing is, I think he's happy that he's back on the top again. That was fantastic. And then we had like the tag team. I'm gonna get into that too. The Young Bucks versus FTR. It was fantastic because I'm glad that Tully wasn't involved. Like they had to pull out, like that match was fantastic. They had to pull out everything in their playbooks that they know. The Young Bucks and FTR, because FTR, they were just like, Young Bucks was literally just going in with super kicks, like pretty much stuff like super kicks and 450 splashes, and like literally stuff that like we like that is like tag team specialists at their finest. And the thing was, it was basically like, it was so good. And they had the Lakers colors, and then the FTR had the Celtics. Like the thing is to do what they did, like, and Matt Jackson's leg is like once you injure his leg, that's like a bullseye for them, and they were just beating the hell out of each other, guys. Like, it's like it was so good that they had to pull out everything. Even with FTR trying to do even with FTR literally trying to do the Midnight Express and got a 2 count. And the thing was, even with one good leg, Matt Jackson was able to, he did bang. He basically they did 3 bang for your bucks, BTE trigger, and it was and it still got a kick out. And then out of nowhere, when Cash is out, outside of the ring, he's out, and it's just Dax. So Dax is literally in the ring with Matt and trying to do a 450 splash and misses the 450 splash, gets a super kick and gets a 1-2 green with the bad leg and still won the belt. They even pulled out stuff from DIY, which I didn't even think they were gonna do. And the Young Bucks pulling out the double sharpshooter from the Revival days. It was shades of the Revival. That was a really fantastic match. That was really fantastic. I actually got to see a lot of what the Bucks have a lot of they have a lot of heart. And them doing what they did, it was crazy. I loved it. I did love the Darby Allin Cody match because that was fantastic. Because Cody wasn't pulling any punches. Cody, I think he was so focused, he thought he was gonna just beat Darby Allin with luck, like he did before. But Darby Allin said, "Nah, bro." Because the thing is, it was a filling out process. He wasn't trying to do a power game with Cody because he was literally doing a power game. He was getting him off his feet. He was doing a lot of he had a lot of momentum. Darby Allin, he literally he was able to jump. He was jumping. He was doing the Yoshi Tonic. He was doing stuff DDTs and stuff. He was doing stuff that we haven't a topic on Hilo. He was doing a bunch of stuff. He has been just on another level. And Cody trying to do he tried to do Crossroads, didn't work. Got a 2 from that. He actually tried to do a sharpshooter, didn't work. And Darby Allin literally was crawling he was crawling to it and trying to get literally trying to not tap out. And out of nowhere, because pretty much he does the coffin drop, gets a 2 count. Then he does a sunset flip. Cody does the sunset flip. They flip it around. Darby does one, gets the 1-2-3, and I thought he kicked out of it, but he didn't, and he just loses the title. And and literally Arn Anderson is so mad because he lost the belt and he didn't follow the plan. And the thing was, I like the fact that we did get a promo with Team Taz, but I really don't expect them to, I really hope Will Hobbs actually beats, Brian Cage for the FTW Championship, because I think he wants that belt. I think he wants that belt off of him, because the thing is, Ricky Starks came out and Brian Cage was just beating the crap out of Cody. They knock out Cody. He goes back on the outside, fight them both, and then he gets thrown into the barricade, and then Darby gets thrown into the full gear sign, he gets powerbombed to the full gear sign, and then he almost gets his arm, he gets on top of the car, and he literally gets beat up. Almost gets his arm broken. Well, Hobbs comes out. He comes out with a chair, ready to fight them dudes. Because like I said, it was great. It was great. I loved it. I loved the fact that we saw a different side of Darby. How he was talking about how he paints the side of his face because his uncle died in he was drunk and he died. He got hurt. He didn't survive, and he said that's I paint the 50% of my face because the 50% of my body feels dead inside. And I understood it. I liked it. I love the match we had. I love the Hikaru Shida match because Hikaru has been proving to us she can do it. Nyla Rose is done. She's just like she's just like Lance Archer, and it was that match was fantastic too because we got a lot of good matches bro. It was so fantastic that I actually got I actually got to see a really good women's match. I like that Vicky got involved, but I didn't like the fact that she used the kendo stick though. Because Nyla Rose, like the thing about Nyla, like Nyla Rose thought she was just gonna bully, like she was gonna bully Hikaru, and she didn't. Like she literally, Hikaru was just like giving her kicks. They were just getting right. They were fighting. They were just throwing blows to each other. Like they were getting into it. And the thing was like, because like I said, it was hilarious. Because like literally, he just like he literally like I'm seeing like she was doing a lot of like thing is she's about to do like she's literally taking a chair to do the Sabu chair jump, and then Vicky gets her kendo stick and hits her with her kendo stick with the knee, and then her knee is really screaming. Because it was great. It was like it was a really great match. It was fantastic. It was a lot of good things. Like she was doing a lot of DDT stuff, but she actually got the knee strike off, and she beat Nyla. And then Vicky was like, "You don't do this to me, I'm Vicky Guerrero," and slaps her in the face. I'm surprised Vicky didn't get freaking power bombed, man. I'm surprised she didn't. Because here's the thing, I didn't mind. I love that match. I didn't mind the Dustin Rhodes promo and QT Marshall. I didn't mind it. I don't mind it, but pretty much you're gonna challenge Butcher and Blade to a bunkhouse match, which is cool. And I'm really hoping that Pat comes back, man. Because that's gonna end up happening. That's gonna be a really good match on Wednesday. But then we got to our main. We basically got to our main event, which is the Eddie Kingston Mox match, because it was bloody, man. Eddie King, like the thing about Eddie, Eddie King. Well, I'm not gonna talk about. I'll talk about that next. I'm gonna talk about the Matt Hardy Sammy Guevara deletion match, because that match was fun. That match was a really fun match. I really got to see I actually got to see a lot. I actually got to see them fight, try to shoot each other with fireworks, and almost get like Sammy Guevara, like pretty much um like Santana Ortiz coming and beating the crap out of Private Party. They're fighting in the ring. They're fighting all over the place, and literally he gets Neo Vanguard one does a hologram of Matt Hardy saying welcomes him to the Hardy compound, and he's laughing. I like broken Matt Hardy. I really do. I like this match because it was fun. It was off its late. It was see if WWE would let him do that. Like I said, it was crazy, man. Like I said, it was fantastic, man. Like stuff we wouldn't be able to see if it was WWE. Like it probably would have been lame if it was WWE. If it wasn't NXT, it would be lame. But no, but it's AEW, which is a whole different ballgame. And the thing is, I got to see Private Party. I got to see them. I got to see that, and then the next part is like he basically he's about to throw Sammy into the lake of reincarnation, because I really wanted to see I really wanted to see um broken Sammy though, because I've really been wanting to see that. Like I wonder what he would be like. Because he's like, what's a hero to a god? He was like, what is it like? He's like, I'm a Spanish god. Like he actually said the Spanish god part. And the thing is, like, he throws him, like, and this is the thing, like, to see, like, like he's like take one more. He was like take one more step, Matt. Take one more step, Hardy, and your friend and your sidekick gets it. And we literally say, hey, it's a hurricane coming through. I actually got to see the hurricane, man. I got to see hurricane. I got to see like, and then you take off the hood. You take off. There's a dude in the hood, and you see Gangrel, the member of the Brood, dude. I actually got to see that dude and Hurricane. It was awesome. Like Hurricane is basically fighting with like Santana Ortiz in the ring and Gangrel, and like, and it was fantastic. Like it was the best match I've seen. Like it was really fun. Like, and the best part is they go into like he's in the garage. Like he's literally in the he calls it the dome of I forgot the dome of isolation. He's like close the dome of isolation, and you see the ring like there's like ring littered with ladders, and a table and a coffin and literally like Sammy they didn't stop, bro. They were beating the hell out of each other. Like literally Matt puts him through one table, the first table in the first half of the match when they were outside, and then Sammy puts him through another table. Like Sammy puts him through another table, jumps off the rope and puts him through another table, and gets to and sticks landing, but he injures his neck. And then the thing is that he was still breathing, but Sammy was bleeding, Matt was bleeding. And then the thing is, he literally just takes the chair and just beams him beams him in the back, like literally beams him in the back of the head, and basically he says, "Vanguard 1, open the dome of isolation," and says, "Private Party, help me take out the trash." It literally puts him in the recycling bin, and I did not know that Sammy Guevara could fit in there because I thought he would be a little bit too big, but he's very small. Cause dude, it was sick. Like, and then they basically put him on a truck. He's like, "Senor Benjamin, can you take this trash away, please?" And he just They hit the truck and he just drives off. Like that match. That match was fantastic, guys. And even the main event, the main event was good. Mox against Kingston was good. I love the story that we have with him, and he was basically saying like, "Cue to Mox and all the dudes that think, all these dudes that think I don't care about the dudes that work, dudes that the kid, the dudes on the street that don't want a better life, but they can't get out, they don't got the money to leave." Because what gets me is like, here's the thing. What gets me with this match, it was bloody, it was great. Because I seen like, dude, he gets like Mox gets he literally says like, he wants him to have a nice day, and I know Excalibur said that was a Mick Foley joke, that was a Mick Foley pun he had there. Because like, because he doesn't like. Here's the thing. Like Eddie Kings, it was a fantastic match. Like, and I was there when Hurricane was out, so I was there. Like, no, and the thing is, like, here's the thing with the Mox thing. I'm sorry, guys, I'm thinking, but here's the thing: that match was fantastic, and I apologize if this is a long video, but I'm telling you, like, that match was great. It was a lot of blood. We got to see a lot of barbed wire, a lot of tables, literally choking him out, like literally trying to choke Mox out with literally trying to choke him out with the barbed wire piece, and then Mox just wraps it around his whole entire arm and just does a lariat with it and almost freaking kills Eddie Kingston, because I thought he was gonna cut his. I thought he was gonna split his neck open, because the barbed wire looks sharp enough to do that. Because the thing is, like, you know what? Like, this match was good, and I actually got to see how much it would go. They were basically beating the hell out of each other. It was great. He gets the 1, 2, 3. He still wins. See, Eddie Kingston thought he was just going to make him quit. Because the thing about Mox is he not going to quit as long as you beat. Like, if you beat on him, he's going to come back. He's going to come back to fight. He's going to come back with a bat and a chair. You try to get him with a chair, he comes back with a bat. You come back with a bat, he comes back with a chair. He's going to come back with everything. And I love that I got to see Kenny Omega come out and look at Mox, and he pointed to him, and he said, "I don't want any part of this type of match, but I want a regular one-on-one match," which was great. But here's the thing. I believe AEW's going to push this till Revolution because they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it next week on Dynamite. There's no sense. He's not ready yet. I would do a match like that because here's my thing with that. I would do a match. I would do a match like I would want to do the match at Revolution because it gives them a whole like a whole 3 months to kind of to build this match, and you still got the first half of February because then they can keep going with the rivalry. That way, Kenny can come out and say, "You know what? I won the number one contendership at Full Gear. I'm gonna change AEW. It's gonna be changed for the good." And the thing is, like, even with that match, it was fantastic. Like, I love the MJF Jericho match, but MJF, I already kind of knew he was gonna win. Used like Jericho tactics against him because, like, I think he's gonna end up tearing the Inner Circle from the inside anyway. But I really think at the end of the day, like, even if he decides to do it, he's probably gonna make a new Like, I think Chris would make a new faction. I know Jake would join him. Jake would join him. Ortiz would join, not Santana, because Santana doesn't really care. But if like MJF can pay him, so he would just be ball with him. Like, you know what, I'll stay in the Inner Circle. I'll stay in it. But I think Jake would go, and I think Sammy, Jake, and Jericho would go the main four, and then they do their own group. They like it would be like I really think he should call it Jericho Circle because that actually makes a better name for Inner, like Jericho Circle. Or let's or the champs I forgot what it is. Or the champs posse, something like that. Le Champions posse or something cool. I'm thinking because like I said, it was great. Like AEW All Out was great. I mean, Full Gear, not All Out. Full Gear was fantastic. It was fantastic, guys. Like, I can't wait for Revolution. I can't wait for Wednesday because I really want to know what's gonna happen. I am gonna do a review for that. I'm probably gonna skip on NXT this week because I'm trying to catch up with AEW with all the stuff that just happened. Like I said, stories got elevated. Some people's stories have gotten elevated. Some people are back on top where they need to be. We are seeing a whole, and like I said, guys, this is AEW year 2. But all I gotta say is, guys, peace. Too sweet, hearty handshake, and good night, guys.